There we go. Hey, this is Bill Gross, the LA Probate expert, and this is our weekly EXP National Probate Group Mastermind. We get together every week and talk about all things probate real estate that relates specifically to real estate brokers trying to build their business. And today I want to talk about a topic I get asked a lot about, which is coaching. Should I hire a coach? If I do hire a coach, who should it be? And so what I have done is on my KV Core company issued website, I have a document. If you go to billgross.exprealty.com, or if you go to the LAProbateexpert.com, on the far right side, you'll see probate and trust resources. You'll see a link called probate coaching resources. I'll put the link in the chat box, or you can see the link right here. And I've listed off all the coaches that I'm aware of and that I've either interviewed or talked to personally. And I'm going to go through them today and kind of give you my take on these different coaches and what they offer you, and whether or not I think they would be helpful for your business. Of course, if you have some specific questions, you should feel free to reach out. But before I get into particular coaches, I wanted to first kind of talk about what's a coach do. There's three basic things a coach does for you. Number one is provides accountability. Now, accountability means I won't do things on my own without you checking up on me. We all need to have accountability, whether it be a spouse, a friend, a partner, family, employees, employers. Hiring a coach for accountability can be expensive. And I often find agents who look for coaching accountability never find it, because nobody can make you stay accountable. The flip side, or the better approach, is why is it important to be successful? Make sure you're really in touch with that on a daily basis, and really spend time thinking about it. Really spend time with no distractions, getting clear as to why you want to be successful in real estate or probate real estate. I think hiring for accountability is the most commonly used sales technique. I also think it's the wrong approach. I think you need to plug into a system, but I don't think accountability is going to get you there. So number one is accountability people look for. Probably not the best choice. Number two, mentorship. Somebody's going to teach you things you don't know. Somebody's been to where you want to go or helped other people get there. Now, there's a distinction. Sometimes the best athlete doesn't make a great coach. Magic Johnson was not a good coach because things came to him naturally because of his desire. He couldn't explain them to other players effectively to help them grow. So sometimes you'll see successful salespeople develop a coaching program, and oftentimes they're just a front man for somebody else's coaching, and the coach and the content's not really linked together. So be careful when you're looking for mentorship, but you are looking for systems, processes, procedures that you can duplicate, implement, and use in your business. So you are looking for that part of mentorship. Just make sure it's authentic. The third thing that most coaching programs offer to be successful is some sort of a community, because the coach can't do all the work on their own. And most will create a Facebook group or small group coaching format or some other methodology to help you get what you need when they're not available. It's important that you check that out, make sure that it's active and that it's valuable. Because every coach will set up a Facebook group doesn't mean they're really active there. And I find the ones in this space that are most active publicly are also most active privately. When a coach says, well, if you sign up, you'll get my free private Facebook group, unless their public Facebook group is huge, the private Facebook group, in my experience, isn't very active. So those are three things you're looking for. Again, you're looking for some accountability, but that's not why to choose a coach. You're looking for some mentorship, some guidance, some systems, some procedures, some technology to help you go to where you want to go. And third is you want to be part of a system, part of a community to help you get there. So let's go through the different coaching programs I'm aware of and see what you think of them. And if you have any comments on them, of course, feel free to put comments in the chat box below or reach out to me. So number one that I'm going to talk about today is Probate Mastery. Probate Mastery is the program just recently launched by Chad Corbett. He was my first coach in probate real estate about 2.5 years ago. Recording this December 2021. So around March 2019, I started with his program. It's intense. It was 3 days, about 4 or 5 hours a day of material, comprehensive. The main thing was he raised a very high bar of standard, and also a come from of being of service, which I thought was really important. A lot of the probate sales activities focused on how to be an effective vulture, take advantage of families in a difficult situation. Chad was all about being of service. And so he has on here a podcast, which I recommend strongly, partially because I guest hosted it a number of times. I did a great job, I thought. I'm just saying. But he has an hour long or longer every week. And again, this is part of the free community that you join. You can check this out before you join his coaching program, which I think is viable. And I always tell people, come on here. There's different formats you can do it. And this is his webpage. Come on here free and learn and see if you like it. And then if you do, you can always talk about that after that point, getting into his mastermind program, which is a coaching program that's paid. But I always tell people, start with a free program first. And this, you'll see his Facebook, and you'll see people asking questions about their business and getting answers for it. So it's a fairly active group. I think this is probably the most active Facebook group that I'm aware of as far as probate that I participate in. So that's probatemastery.com. And I strongly recommend his podcast. The second one that I also strongly recommend is alltheleads.com. Now, All the Leads is the service that Chad used to be, I think he was a founder or partner with. I'm not quite sure in the relationship, but he's broken off and there's a different coach there. But they also have, this is their website, they sell data as well. That was their main, I think, focus originally, and the coaching came from that. And then they have training online, and they do a weekly live, we have a probate training foundations class, which is great. I took that a while ago. And then they do live mastermind Q&A calls. You can dial into that. That's done in a dial-in format weekly on, I want to say, Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern time. You can go through the old archives. You can also watch them on YouTube if you want to. And then they do a monthly role play call. It's also on YouTube. So again, I recommend people looking to build their probate business to come to this site and check out their free, past episodes, archives of coaching. They do sell data. That's their main business, which I think is an excellent product in most counties, but you should check out for your county. And then again, find out about the training program, go online, and you can get, again, more free material, I think, than most companies that even sell it. A source that I use is actually the person who helped me get into probate from the beginning, and I would say is more of a personal coach, is Kevin Sales. Now, Kevin, by trade, is a title representative. He's, I think, the best title representative in the business. He literally teaches the class at LA Court for attorneys to get continuing education. And as a result of that, he's also built out his probate my glasses here, Probate Real Estate Sales 101. So he's, market different ways, but he has a coaching product, video-based, and then he has a book that he sells or gives away if you subscribe to the data sources. And then he has some great testimonials here of some of the people that I know personally. It's how I got involved with it. But also he does classes from time to time. They're live, and he has trainings as well. So he's local here in Los Angeles County. Great guy, great title rep. And I know he's changing his coaching program, but definitely worth getting involved with and checking out. And I go in his Facebook group regularly. And I've actually had him host my probate weekly call, and he's done a great job on that. Okay, the next person is a real estate attorney in Los Angeles County. I would say he's the most prolific or the most active probate attorney at the LAProbate Court of any. And as such, he does from time to time training classes that he'll do at real estate boards most commonly. They're often recorded and available online, and I would recommend them as well. He has a probate-based website called learnprobate.com, and he has good information about that. And then he sells probate leads through a service called Probate Money. Great application. I subscribe to it. He is an attorney with great sense of the probate process and the probate rules and law. I would say his weakness is on the marketing, how to get sales. But before you worry about getting sales, you need to learn the process. And he has great material. You can see from the classes he has, and also the graphic of his the lifetime of a probate does a great job. So if you see him speaking, and again, his schedule changes regularly, where he speaks to various boards of realtors. We see him speaking. And then also, if you're in California, he is the teacher of the CAR probate certification course. Excellent. Recommend for anybody who's involved in probate real estate sales. So that's Paul Horn. He's not really a coach. He's more of an instructor about the process of probate. And then he has classes from time to time. The next person I would mention is Mike Torres, which is MTI, which not by coincidence is his initials. Mike Torres Education, MTI Education, and they are a probate focused education, and I would say a data source. And so they have again workshops that you can go to, sign up online, and then they sell probate data. That's their main business. People have taken this coaching program. There's an ongoing Facebook group that's I would say fairly active. They do like an hour meeting. It looks like about a week, and the person who leads it seems to do a pretty good job. I check in from there from time to time, and definitely recommend. And a lot of this is style. Some coaches will work for you, and some coaches won't work for you. And I would definitely recommend. There he is with his wife. I would definitely recommend checking out to see if the MTI program would work for you as well. Next, in terms of coaching programs and also data sources, would be Probate Fox, which is I'm drawing a blank here. Ernie Vargas. So Ernie Vargas started Probate Fox. He was a successful real estate investor in Los Angeles County. And then he took his program and made it into a coaching program and sells data. And so he has some videos, and there's an email-based program. His video program is more kind of online, on demand. It's a little cheaper. And then the idea is then he integrates you and tells you how to use his data sources. So that's probatefox.com and Ernie Vasquez. Now, if you want to see Ernie Vasquez and a little more depth of it, I actually interviewed him, and this is a video, and the link is on my webpage where Ernie and I get together and talk about his program and explain how to be successful in the probate business. Next, most recently, I came across a lady who was referred really by one of my real estate mentors. I was talking to this guy who does a great business in real estate investing nationally. And he mentioned to me that he knew Sharon Vornholt. And Sharon is a coach, an entrepreneur, and coaches people in probate. Now, her focus is more for investors, but she does a really good job of teaching probate real estate. And so her website is SharonVornholt.com. You can email her Sharon and she will reach out to you with what the latest offerings are as far as her programs, one-on-one coaching, and she has video courses, which are great. And she goes by step. And then again, I thought she was just delightful. I actually interviewed her recently on my YouTube channel, and you can see that here, building real estate for investors. You can see the interview in detail where we go over it and explains what she does. So that's Sharon Vornholt. Again, I've not used her coaching, but she is a great coach. She is a great entrepreneur, very successful, and worked in probate real estate for quite a while. The last person that I would mention is Kim Ward. Kim Ward is primarily a real estate broker who's active in the business and then coaches as well. And to me, that's kind of my format. I don't even coach. I'm just an active broker. And that's what makes her so attractive to me as a potential coach. Now, full disclosure, I've not used a program. I've talked to her on the phone. I've looked at it in detail. I think it looks great. And she's an actual practitioner. So if you scroll through the website, it's probateandtrusthelp.com. And if you go on the website, you'll see she has a probate program. And then from there, she has different books and resources and blogs and such to walk you through the process of being successful as a real estate agent. And again, I would say that's one that I plan and hopefully post some more details with her as we fill out this resource. So those are the resources that I'm aware of. If you know of other ones, I don't, but Probate Mastery, Chad Corbett, alltheleads.com, Kevin Sales, Paul Horn, more of a teacher on probate than sales, Mike Torres, MTI, Ernie Vargas, the Probate Fox, Sharon Vornholt, and Kim Ward. If you know something I missed, put it in the chat box down below or comments or email me or text me. And if you have some experience, positive or negative, share with the group. I don't have any agenda. I don't get any affiliate income. I don't get anything from these people, but maybe appreciation or frustration if I don't promote them enough. But my goal here is to help you be more successful in your real estate business. So how can I help you? Bill Gross, the LAProbateExpert.com. I don't see any questions in the chat box. Let me take one quick pass through the last time. Yeah. Have any chat box live? Let's see here. I don't see any. Okay, so I don't see any questions live. I'm always here to help answer questions. You can hit me if you're with EXP in the workplace, direct messages, or otherwise, feel free to reach me on social media. I'm at Bill Gross EXP, and my YouTube channel is Bill Gross EXP, and hope to see you make today your best day ever. Thanks so much.